Thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. As we look toward 2026, the integration of artificial intelligence, particularly conversational AI and chatbots, into clinical pathways is no longer a future concept, but an emerging reality. MedTech leaders are faced with a critical challenge: the rising concern that these tools can mislead both patients and clinicians. The core of this challenge lies in creating a robust governance model that successfully balances four competing priorities: the speed of innovation, the usability of the tool, the necessity of human review, and the non-negotiable requirement for patient safety. An effective governance model must be a comprehensive framework, not a simple checklist. First, let's consider speed. The competitive pressure to innovate is immense, but in healthcare, moving too fast can have severe consequences. A balanced approach rejects the idea of a trade-off between speed and safety. Instead, it embeds safety protocols into an agile development process. This involves rigorous, scenario-based testing with real-world data to identify risks before a product ever reaches a patient. Governance must mandate this level of scrutiny, ensuring that the drive to be first to market does not compromise clinical validity or patient well-being. Next is usability. A chatbot that is difficult to use or provides ambiguous information is a dangerous one. Effective governance insists that user interfaces are designed not just for engagement, but for clarity and caution. The system must be transparent about its limitations, clearly state when it is operating outside its validated knowledge base, and be designed to prevent over-reliance by clinicians. For instance, a well-governed AI tool should seamlessly escalate to a human expert when it encounters a query it cannot answer with a high degree of confidence, making the human-in-the-loop process a feature, not a failure. This brings us to human review. The concept of a human-in-the-loop is fundamental to safe AI in medicine. Governance models must define the specific clinical situations that require mandatory human oversight. This isn't about a human signing off on every AI interaction, which would create impossible bottlenecks. Instead, it's about a risk-based, tiered system. Low-risk informational queries might be fully automated, while any interaction that influences a diagnostic or therapeutic decision must trigger a review by a qualified professional. The framework must ensure that this oversight is auditable and that accountability is clearly assigned. Finally, and most importantly, is safety. Safety is the bedrock upon which the entire governance model is built. This extends beyond testing to include continuous post-market surveillance. As these AI models learn and evolve, their performance must be monitored in real time to detect correctness drift or the emergence of biases. The regulatory landscape for these technologies is still maturing, but a forward-thinking governance model anticipates future standards by building in mechanisms for monitoring, reporting, and periodic revalidation, especially after any significant software or model updates. The ultimate goal is a system that supports clinicians, not one that replaces their judgment. If your company is navigating the complexities of global market access for your medical technology, Pure Global can help. Please check the description for a link to our free AI tools and database. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.